Hi, good afternoon classmate, good afternoon sir. The topic that I discussed now is all about the 12 Shopee Big Christmas Sales. Ay, sige. I mean, it's the management of training for extension. So, when it comes to management of trainings, first one is introduction. Being dynamic, the country's agriculture and fishery sector have been continuously faced with challenges and situations that influence its performance in the past few years. The agriculture extension system in the Philippines became a little more complicated with EO 1916 was issued by then Presidential Corazon Aquino in 1987, the agricultural decentralization which took effect during the devolutions of power to the local government unit LGU. As per Local Government Code of 1991, further complicated the situations. So from this, nagkakaroon man sila ng kakaranas at mga conflict, mga problems when it comes sa mga challenges of, for example, instances of flooding, mga ganyan, yung issue. So next is continuation introduction from the central government that will supervise the facilitate agricultural extension and training services for farmer, fishers, and other beneficiaries. Extension and training activities were passed on to LGUs. As agricultural extension service becomes centralized, decentralized, several issues and concerns that directly affected the farmer and fisheries at the grassroots level surface. Often, the agricultural extension in the province or municipality become less a priority. In a lot of localities, it become more luxury for rather than need. So this one is all about the extensions training for passed by the local government. So next is, so here is now the bureaus and attached agency with extension and training activities. So first one, Bureau of Animal Industry or BAL. So from the word animal, the Philippines government agencies nag-promote man sila is development of animals, including narito yung cattle, carabao, goat, and horse or wild animal or exotic pests, etc. para maalagaan at to protect anong mga important things that contributed in economics status. So next is to Bureau of Plant Industry. So from the word plant, this is kapag sinabi na natin plant industry, ito ay may responsibilidad para siguraduhin do consumer ay ligtas para sa disease, for free and pest free para maiwasan do pag-apply it over pesticides for chemicals. So that's all. Next, number 3, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. So from the word aquatic, it says it serves as the lead implementing agency para ma-conserve o pag-protect it practice sustainable development. For example, ito is yung coral reef, yan, yung mga fish kill, tas for pollution for water. Common ito use yung basura. So next is number 4, Bureau of Post-Harvest Research and Extensions. So from the word post-harvest, so the post-harvest practice is tungkol sa over-harvest. For example, dapat ay dry and fermenting, pero dahil rainy season, maabo na amulit dahil sa or na magarang mga kung kaya naagto lamang sa mga dispose nga drainage napilak lang nanda dahil for example nito yung kakao yan kasi dapat pinapamala nila. So next is number 5 is Bureau of Soil and Water Management. So from the word soil and water management, when it comes, it's soil survey guides plan para sa farmers, alternative for making land uses decision para matukoy correct yields for different soils. So from and the soils, it means typical clay soil, subsoil, yan yung mga typical nila para best sa para pagtanom it crops. So next is number 6, Agricultural Training Institute. So from the word Agricultural Institute, this is under sa dayang Department of Agriculture or DA is Executive Order number 116. So as patay said kanina, it means conduct for the training. Most client nito ay yung farmers and agricultural workers on my sandado. Without it, free seeds like RC22, RC10, yan yung mga example. So, Department of Development Authority or CODA, Cotton Development, I mean. So, this is the provide. So, kailangan nila yung mga assistance like appropriate mga services, research extensions, financial assistance, yan, yung mga supporters nila. Kailangan nila para, ano yung, for example, cotton ay yung mga gambong tela. abaca, yan yung mga pinagsasource nila. So fiber, Fiber Development Authority or FIDA. So this is yung from the word fiber, ito yung under sa examples, avocado, pineapple, corn, item yan mga example fiber para ma-develop nila. Okay, next is the number 9, National Tobacco Administrations. So from the word tobacco, it is related on UC. It is so sa previous nga past few years, the tobacco it is the most talaga user in the public. So now it is the highly in taxations, kaya ano na ngayon masyado mataas na. So number 10 is the Philippine Coconut Authority. So sa Coconut Authority, which is dito yung include yung mga pinagsosource it oil, yan yung mga example. So 11, Philippine Carabao. So from the word Carabao, it is usually animal to help farmers. So dito sa Philippines, it is mataas din naman yung ano natin, pero nagbago na tayo dahil sa technology when it comes sa tractor. That is kaya yung Carabao is mostly na lang siya, alternative na pamalit. So number 12, Philippine Rice Research Institute. So from the World Rice Institute is mandated to conserve the propagate of rice. So as what I said kanina, yung rice seeds dito nila, yung mga research hybrid, mga ganyan. Hi, good afternoon again. This is the continuation of extension and training activities of the day. So technology demonstrations, it is when it comes to technology demonstration, dito yung nagpo-promote sila ng training, yes, like tractor, yan, usually how to operate this. So next one is training services. Yan, yung mga example training services, which is dito yung Meliton Farms, yan, one of the dito sa Banga. As what I said, Meliton Farm is nakadepend sila sa palay check, how to manage of different kinds of cropping, yan, how to operate. So next is diffusion of information through media. So from the word diffusion information, sila yung nagsasama ng information para through media, like through media, social media, mga ganyan platform. So actually this is fastest way how to teaching methods, but it is usually mga internet connectivities, loss yan mga problems naman. So next is advisory service. So yung advisory is a common way, like as what I said kanina, how to operate, but we need to follow the instructions. So next is how, due to the centralization of function in agriculture sector, the people in grassroots level were not able to experience this program on first-hand basis. So may decentralizations, it is dito yung mga RA, mga republic nga hindi na sa ayos o hindi na distribute. So next is RA 7160, known as the Local Government Code 1991, in the legal instrument of decentralization of the agricultural extension system in the Philippines. So this RA is known as the local, so gin-distribute na nila sa local government. So from the word decentralization pala, which is nakabatay sila sa pag-format organizations to distribute it among the different levels of local government. So next is, on the basis of local government code, the Department of Agriculture's or DA Exchange Service was developed from provincial LGU, city LGU, and municipal LGU. So let's also agricultural extension worker of local government units. The largest proportion of country agricultural extension force are with LGUs, which consists of 79 provinces, 84 cities, and 1,525 municipalities, and more or less 42,000 barangay. So can you imagine, that is largest proportion of teaching extensions force. So the LGU inherited generally agricultural extension, or BAEX or BAEX, now the Agricultural Training Institute. Okay, so knowledge management strategies are more restricted than when extension was not yet developed. Reported indicated that extension workers are office bound due to shortage of operational fund for travel and informational materials. So shortage sila ng like pondo para sa pag-travel and informations, like pamasahe, mga ganyan, budgeting. So next is the context of agricultural knowledge and information system, or AKIS or AKIS. The devolved extension, since isolated, therefore has a very weak linkage with national and international agricultural research. So from the word weak, mahina. So next is strangely, the LGU Extension Service is highly dependent on the central government or IRA for funding. So ano sila ng fund para sa mga local government or LGU extension. As per Local Government Code of 1991, the entire budget and personnel of DA assigned at the local level were transferred to the LGUs composed of 79 provinces, 84 cities, and about 1,525 municipalities. So this is 1,687 LGU provide services to 42,000 barangay. So the BAEX reminded at the central level of become a part of National Agriculture Training Institute or ATI. So ATI was mandated to train the agricultural staff of DA and the extension staff of the LGU. It's now served as the National Policy and Coordination Agency for Decentralized and Fisheries Demonetization System. So para mas effective, the local government code, which is dito yung mga budget para sa distributions for different kinds of provincial cities, municipalities, yan. Yes, nagsaserve sila its mga policy para sa agency at masayos yung mga different types of conflict. Parang may budget naman sa nagkaraya as well as. So, barangay level. So, scope of LGU Extension Service as mandated by the government. So, agriculture support service including distribution of planting materials and operation of farm produce, collection of buying stations. So, sila dito, nag-including pakalatan ng bibigay ng mga planting materials for operate. So next is municipal level, extension and on-site research service and policies related agricultural and fisheries activities including dispersal livestock and poultry, fingerlings and other seedlings, material for aquaculture, palay, corn and vegetable seeds, farm, medicinal planting, gardening, fruit trees, coconut and other kinds of seedlings, nurses, demonstration farms, quality control of copra and improvement of development of local distribution channel, preferably through cooperative inter-barangay irrigation system, water and source utilization and conservation project, and enforce fishery law in municipal water including conservation of mangrove. So this is typically on nagbibigay na sila ng mga for example, fingerlings. So from the word fingerlings, mga tilapia, mga ganyan. Yan. So as what I said, it's already discussed. Municipal level, pursuant to national policies and subject to supervision, control, and review of the DENR, implement of community-based forestry project, which include integrated social forestry program, and similar project management and control of communal forest with area not exceeding 50 square kilometer, establishment of park, green belt, and similar forest development project. So to promote development project. Okay, next is continuation information service, which include investment and job placement information system, tax and market information system, and maintenance of public library. So infrastructure, facilities, communal irrigation, small water impounding project and other similar project, fish sport, artisans, wellspring develop, rainwater collectors and water supply systems, seawall, dikes, drainage and sewage and flood control, traffic signal and road signs, similar facilities, public markets, slaughterhouse and other municipal enterprise. So this is develop na mga different kinds mga structures, facilities, yan, irrigation. So it is usually promote. Provincial level agriculture extensions, on-site research service and facility, which include prevention and control of plant and animal pests and disease, dairy farm, livestock market, animal breeding station and artificial insemination center, and assistant in organizations of farm and fishermen's cooperative and other collective organizations, as well as the transfer of appropriate technology. So this is promotion of extensions like inseminations. Yes, inseminations, or I mean is artificial insemination. It is dito yung include yung mga inductions para magkanabdas yung mga cattle natin. So next is pursuant to national policies and subjects of operations, control and review of the DENR, enforcement of forestry law, limited community based on forestry project, pollution control law, small scale mining law, and other law on the protection of the environment, and mini hydroelectric project for local purposes. So nag-promote sila na para makontrol yung mga overwhelming mga mining, yan usually. So, irrigation system, reclamation project, and similar facilities. So, city level. So, nandito na tayo sa city level. So, disseminate information, remind technical assistance to clientless, assistant coordinations with local and international agency representative, promote and maintenance clientele organization, monitor evaluation, agriculture project and program, assist with SMS and clientele, implement regulatory quarantine laws, formulate farm and family development plans, assistant at development of agribusiness project, conduct farm and home survey, yan, assistant formulation plan, program and home visit, follow training and techno. So, DAYA, which is yung methods to trainings from extensions. So, next is recommendation to make decentralization work, strengthen partnership with LGU and central government. If partnership of LGU and central government is not clearly spelled in the local government code or legislation, which include terms of government, specifically on planning and financial sharing transfer, should pass. So how else can partnership be institutionalized and strengthened? As a state policy of agriculture, fisheries, products, trade, safe, and sustainable development is joint responsibility between the central government and the LGU. So a national declared policy that financing the development agriculture extension work is a joint or cooperative responsibility of the LGUs and the central government. So strengthening of existing but useful mechanism and creating new instrument and mechanism of partnership between central government at LGUs on making the devolved agriculture extension work more efficient, cost-effective. So, performance-based financial incentive na. So, central government may use the financial contribution to LGUs in exchange of well-defined output and achieve. So, performance-based and financial incentive, the central government may use its financial contribution to LGU in exchange of well-defined output and achievements. So, nag-basis man do LGU sa performance para mabigyan it financial contributions. So sa performance nanda, which is dito yung mga crops, yan yung mga development crops, yan, usually. Okay, so retooling and energizing the human resources in agriculture extension. So from the word retooling, repeating, it is para ma-sustain human resources, agriculture extension. So response of personnel who need retooling and energizing so that they can conduct themselves. So we need to bigyan ng sapat na mga services. Yan, actually, knowing with the proper attitude and needed competencies. So So a TI should have the mandate of adequate resources allotment to perform the following essential function: provide policy direction, serve as the administration, transfer national fund to support the developed agriculture extension operation in accordance with defined performance target, coordinate with stimulate the exchange of experience extension among the LGU's extension official, monitoring, evaluate, and plan the overall decentralized agricultural extension service of the country, ensure access to research knowledge and standard institution cost-effective, quality, and extension service. So, achieve national and structural goals. National goals such as poverty alleviation, competitive, safe, and sustainable agriculture could be realized more efficiently and effective if shared with the LGU. So, improve the performance of farmers. Every farmers in the locality shall belong and enrolled to a participatory farmers organization under the guidance of well-trained and highly motivated and well-paid developed agriculture extension worker. So, thank you for